How's it going, lads? Phil Potter here, and welcome to the 19th episode of Road to a Better Bollocks SC. And we're finishing off. This is the final episode with the LIGUE team, and well, it'll be sad to say goodbye to Gourcuff and Payet because they are class players. But anyway, this is our first game of this episode. We're, once again, just to give you a little reminder, we're in the Gold Cup now and we're in the quarterfinals. And we start off this game with a very nice bit of skills, the perfectly timed skills. Just have a look at this. It couldn't have gotten any more perfectly timed, you know. But have a look at the boards around the side of the pitch and you will see it says join the club, but the B in club is the 13 because it was FIFA 13. Now, join the club 14 is what it will be for FIFA 14. Oh, Jesus, what a terrible joke. But I'd say EA were, dying for FIFA 13 to come out just so they could use that pun. But we conceded a goal from a corner. There's nothing much I could do about that. And we almost concede an absolute screamer from Lavezzi. Holy mother of Jesus, that would have been delicious. It would have been one of those moments even I would have had to start a slow clap and, build it up to a proper applause, But somehow we don't get a penalty there. I've absolutely no idea what the referee was looking at. But this finish is absolutely just spectacular. I love chipped finishes. Lisandro Lopez is the dog's bollocks. And I don't care, you can score goals from 40 yards out, 50 yards out. A chipped finish just looks so much sexier to me. But we were lucky here not to score. A little acrobatic finish from Payet, not too shabby, I must say so myself. But I love this passing move, a little bit of skills as well from Payet. But just the build up there was nice, but it gets a bit messy here and we don't really score a goal from it. Well, how can you not really score a goal? What am I talking about? I'll just continue anyway. It's the 90th minute, I'm one goal up, and what do I decide to do? I decide to act a muppet in my own box, and your man punishes me with Falcao. And it got to the stage I was like, here, this is a load of shite. I'm just going to stop taking the piss and just score a goal. So here I am with Macoun, 90th minute, straight away from tip, and simple, beautiful stuff. He's actually a not too bad a player at all. But as you can see from the stats, we were all over him. I was taking the piss a bit, I'm not going to lie. But we start Remy in this game, and we're coming up against a guy who's got a 5-2-2-1 team with Ribéry and Ben Arfa. And a bit of Benzema in there. It's a very strong team, I'm not going to lie. And the last thing you want to do against a team with 5 at the back is concede in the 3rd minute. But that's what I do because, I love giving myself a challenge. And he was using the skills as well. You'd expect that with Ribéry and Ben Arfa in the team. But as you can see at halftime, it was 2-0 down. I had 0 shots. And this is getting to a stage where I go, do you know what? I need to get a fucking shot off, but no, I really needed to win this game because if I didn't, then the episode was just going to be shit. It would have been two games and I wouldn't know what to do because I'm starting with a new team tomorrow. So we do get the 2 goals back, and that little passing move, we got lucky with the finish, but the little passing move before that was absolutely class. And a lot of bit of defending there from, I think it was Mbengue. Beautiful stuff. And Payet, I said he mightn't have been worth 53,000 coins yesterday. Do you know what? I take that back. Look at that. It was like Boateng. Yeah, it was Jerome Boateng. That's how I say Boateng. And Payet nicks it off him and scores a beautiful little goal. Now, we were lucky not to make it 4 in the 120th minute, but this was a very tough game. The 5 at the back made it extremely tough. But, that was fine. I was going into the final, and that is all that mattered. I was delighted at this stage. And after winning that game, I felt, what? I could beat any team. So I did buy a little squad fitness card just because it was the final. I didn't want to, take any chances. I didn't want to rest players because it's my final game. I don't, what I mean? So I just wanted my strongest team out that I felt most comfortable with. And we come up against a 4-4-2 team with Inform Mignolet. I always struggle with his name, Mignolet. But what a super finish from James Milner. Holy shit, I had to get another replay of that because that was absolutely class. But that was fine. This move here, when you let the ball go through your legs, this fooled him all the time. I should have used it a bit more, but I didn't. Now, I conceded from a corner once again, but I was an absolute retard with my goalkeeper. What I was doing, I have absolutely no idea. And just before half time, I was doing a little bit of skills with Gourcuff. Your man was standing off me the whole time, so I was just kind of testing him out and get a little bit of space. And unfortunately, we don't get an equaliser just before half time. That would have been a nice time to get a goal. And, you know, I'm just trying to use and abuse Gourcuff's right foot because he is absolutely class. And once again, that little move through the legs gets us through and we make it 2-2. And that just makes me happy, you know what I mean? We were lucky here with Payet. Is an absolute rocket of a shot. Super save from Mignolet though. And here is our third goal. It's nothing special at all. But, you know, this is the final, and to win the final is all that matters. Now, look at this bit of skill from Beckham to go to go by the player. Now, I'm only messing. He did absolutely nothing, fooled the defender. But that strike was absolutely delicious. Holy mother of Jesus. So we win the final 4-2. We actually win something, which is rare. But, you know, I'm happy enough with that. We get our gold pack as well. So this is what we get in the gold pack. We get Kazuki Honda, nothing special at all. I just throw everyone up for 150 coins because I could not give a shite anymore. Sorry about that, lads. But anyway, we get a few contracts as well, so that is the main thing. Now, so you'll see me now selling all the players. I'm just going to say who the main players were for this team. Yaya Banana actually wasn't too bad a player. He didn't seem, his lack of pace didn't seem to affect him too much. But the main players in this team that I thought were the best were David Beckham, Sissoko, Lisandro Lopez. Obviously the two informed lads were class, and then the two centre backs are deadly. Nkulu and Sacco are absolutely class. They are like the main lads. The left back, I wasn't too pushed on Badimo at all, but he did the business, and you know yourself. So Payet scored 5 goals in 12 games, which is pretty decent. Now I will be doing a face cam tomorrow with my new team. I've already built my new team. I posted a link on Twitter earlier on, so if you want to check that out, go over there on Twitter and you'll see. And Gourcuff had the exact same record as Payet, so that's interesting. But anyway, that's it for today's episode, lads. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Now, that was all that happened in the first half. The first half was as interesting as watching me shave my foot, which, well, I suppose not too uninteresting. That